Your Honor, the witness can please swear.
Mkristo ama ni Muislamu?
Kristo.
Biblia kutumia mkono wako wa kulia na hapa mbele ya Mungu.
Yes.
Utarudia mbele na kwambia na hapa mbele ya Mungu.
Hapa mbele ya Mungu.
Na mbele ya koti.
Na mbele ya koti.
Ushahidi nitakaotoa.
Ushahidi nitakaotoa.
Kuhusu kesi hii.
Kuhusu kesi hii.
Ni ukweli.
Ni kweli.
Kweli mtupu.
Kweli mtupu.
Mwenyezi Mungu nisaidie.
Mwenyezi Mungu nisaidie.
Asante.
Ambia koti jina lako.
Simon Musheke Njuguna. Yes. Simon Musheke Njuguna.
Unakaa wapi?
Kihingo, location Bureau Sub County.
Unafanya kazi gani?
I am Chief Kihingo location.
Ningependa kueleza mahakama ni nini unajua kuhusiana na hii kesi mbele ya koti siku ya leo.
And I would like to speak in English. I'm not very good in Kiswahili.
You can proceed.
Yes?
Proceed.
Yes. Okay. It was on 26th day of Friday, May 2023, last year. And I was called by my assistant chief to do sublocation because I have two sublocations.
The name, the assistant chief?
George Ngoge Henry. He informed me that he had received a call that we were needed to record statement as chiefs. And I asked him, as regarding what? He told me one.
You can slow your pace, the code is right.
Okay, sorry sir.
Slow down.
So can I proceed?
Received the information that you have recorded.
Yeah, we have to record statements. And I asked him, as regarding what? He told me it regards arrest of one of my residents by the name Kuria Kariko. And that police officers had visited his home and uncovered some items which they thought were associated with Mungiki. Then I told him it's okay.
The witness and the court.
Oh, sorry, sir.
You said the police officers had raided his home.
Yeah, he had raided his home and did a search and recovered some items, that is sticks, walking sticks, and some small flags of the national of our country. Okay, so we left the matter at that. And on 27th, that now it was on a Saturday, 27th May last year. It was on a Saturday. I had visited Lambiak High School. There was an issue. I was to assist a teacher. Then I received a call. And the caller identified himself as Arthur Onyango from DC High Headquarters, Nairobi. He also repeated the same words. That I had been informed by an assistant chief. Mr. Simon Njuguna, yes, you are required to record a statement today. And I asked him, as regards what? He switched off the phone. It was around 10 to 10:30. And at around noon, I received yet another call that Mr. Simon, kindly, we are coming to record a statement soon. Allow me, Your Honor, to switch this phone off. Let me proceed. We are coming to record a statement. Where can we meet him? Because it was on a Saturday. I found it not wise to do it at my home. Neither could I do it in a public place. And therefore, I told them, can we meet at my assistant chief's office? So I also informed my assistant chief. And we met. So he opened the office. And after opening the office, we sat down there to wait for the officers who were coming to record our statement. And after another 1 hour or so, he came and I asked them, now you are telling me to record a statement, but I'm very new. I don't know the reason, apart from the one which I was given by my assistant chief. Then they explained to me, one Kuria Kariko was arrested, I think in Bahati, but he's a resident of the location. Do you know him? Yes, I know him. What can you tell about? What can you tell us about him? I told them, as far as I know, Kuria Kariko, he is a resident of my location, specifically Kuria village, sub-location, Kihingo location. Also, he is a farmer and a tree nursery grower. And he lives in a rental house because their home was banned during the post-election violence of 2007. Anything about him you can tell? I told them I know him as a person who likes walking alone and he likes walking with a walking stick. And he likes and he plants trees to people because he has a tree nursery. Anything else? No, I don't. And then I signed that statement. I think that's all what is in my signed statement in summary.
So you confirm that the said Kuria Kariko comes from your location?
Yeah, it comes from your location.
And you confirm that you know his house?
Yes.
You have confirmed that you know his house?
Yeah, I know where he lives.
That will be your honor for this witness.
Mr. Ntuguna.
Yes.
My name is Mungiki, advocate for the accused persons. I will ask you a few questions and my colleagues will also proceed to ask you. I want you to confirm that this is your written statement. The one you recorded on 7th of May. Is it 7th or 27th of May 2003? or 2023, sorry.
Yeah, it's mine.
Thank you. The first thing I would like you to explain is why your junior will be the one to be called to inform you about recording a statement.
No, he was not told to inform me. I stated, I was informed by my assistant chief, George Mungiki, that he had received a call that we are needed to record a statement. And that was on Friday 27th.
Okay. For the product.
Yeah, exactly.
When he said we are needed, did he mean him and his equivalent, the other assistant chief, or him, his equivalent, the assistant chief plus you?
The two of us, him and me.
Or the other assistant chief was not
Yeah,
required?
it was not.
Or because this subject, Mr. Kihingo, comes from the same sub-location and obviously part of your location.
Exactly.
Do you know whether this assistant chief, that we call him George Samuel?
George Ngugi Henry?
Yeah, George Ngugi Henry. Are you aware whether he ever recorded a statement?
Yeah, we recorded it the same day.
Do you know whether the accused person, Ms. Kihingo, has a family?
No, because I always see him alone, but there before the post-election clashes, they used to leave them with his parents. I think they relocated after the post-election violence.
So he has a family, whether they live together or not.
Yes.
In this rental house, does he live alone or with someone?
He lives alone.
You are saying that he lives in a rental house.
Yes.
How do you know it is a rental house?
Because after their home was razed down, people were finding other alternative homes to live before they reconstruct again.
Yeah, but what I mean is,
Yes.
he could have been gifted by a well-wisher so that he doesn't have to pay rent. That's the point I'm making.
Okay.
Because if he doesn't pay rent, it's not rental therefore. So how do you get this close detail that it is a rental house?
Oh, okay. The woman was given him the house. Also resides in my location, and I know her.
No. My point is, if it is gifted that I empathize with you, I own this house, but you come and live in here for so many years as you look for land and build another house or go back and reconstruct your life. That's what I mean. Therefore, what I'm saying, maybe I should put it this way. I put it to you that you are mistaken to presume that that is a rental house.
No, I'm not presuming because I know the owner of the house.
No. We are not talking about the owner of the house. I'm talking about the relationship. What you are testifying about here, you have not said that is not part of your statement. All right? It's not part of your statement to say that you know the owner of the house and you know that she charges rent from him. Correct?
Yes.
I'm saying it's not part of your statement that you know the owner of the house and you are aware of the evidence that she charges rent from him.
All I know is that it's a rented house.
How do you know it's rented? That's the point I'm asking you to clarify.
Because it's not his.
All right. I will leave that point. You have in your statement talked about Kuria Kariko. You know him as a person who walks alone. What do you mean? Do you monitor his movements?
Incidentally, his home is not far from mine. So whenever I'm going to my office, we usually meet him, going to his tree nursery and meet him in the office.
When you are going to your shamba?
No, I have said when I'm going to office.
Excuse me, listen carefully. You may know a lot of things, but here you listen to the question and you answer it, okay?
That's what I'm doing.
But you are talking before you listen to my question, Chief.
Ask.
Your Honor, can you ask this witness to be disciplined?
Thank you. Yeah.
What ujanja?
Yes.
Responded to the question I asked.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking you if you or anyone in your location is waking up in the morning to go to the shamba, do you expect them to be in company of people as if they are going to the marketplace to relax and enjoy?
No.
So it is normal that in the morning as somebody is going to work, whether you are going to the office or he is going to his tree nursery, to be alone.
Yeah, it's normal.
So why did you find it necessary to suggest that this man is generally a loner? Because that's the impression you give.
Yes, as how I know him. That's how I know him.
Yes, you have explained that you know him that way because you meet when you are going to work and he's also going to work, whatever different works.
Yes.
So you don't know his other facets of life anyway.
I don't know.
You are stated in your statement that he walks with a walking stick. Is there anything wrong with that?
No.
What else about him do you know? At least the walking stick is part of the things he carries. What else do you know?
Nothing else.
Why did you not describe his clothing since you found it necessary to describe that he walks with a walking stick?
Come again, please.
How come in your statement you have not stated anything about his clothing or the nature and the type of his clothing now that you found it necessary to talk about a walking stick?
Yeah, I had nothing to give about his clothing.
So the question is, why was it necessary for you to mention his walking stick in your statement?
Yeah, Yeah, because that's what I usually see.
Who were you asked specifically whether he has walking sticks?
No, it was not asked.
That's why I'm finding it curious that he would talk about his walking stick and not his gumboots, possibly, because someone want to tend seedlings, I guess, may have to wear gumboots. Why are you talking about the walking stick? It is because, and I put it to you, it is because you were specifically asked to comment about it.
No, I was not asked that, because when he's going to tend his tree nurseries, he usually has a bag that carries with that stick with seeds, with seedlings.
Thank you.
Yes.
Did you mention the bag in your statement?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I just mentioned what I usually see.
You usually see him with like a bag and a walking stick. So why not the bag?
Not always with a bag.
Sorry?
Not always with a bag.
So when you see him always, what would be his physical predisposition?
I think there's a rules are theirs.
Interfering. Interfering with judicial proceedings. Anyway, I asked you.
Yes.
Other than the walking stick, what other attributes can you say about you notice about him in terms of his physical predisposition or his physical appearance?
He has a dress like any other person. Yes.
He doesn't wear a tie like you.
I've never seen him with a tie.
You have stated that it is alleged that his arrest was caused by a fact that he belongs to Mungiki sect. From whom is it alleged? Because when you are saying alleged, I understand that therefore you mean it's someone else who brought that information to you.
Yes, that is stated in my statement.
Yeah.
As I was taken through by the prosecutor, said what I know about this case. And I stated that I received the information.
I want you to tell me, you have in your statement you say it is alleged. So from whom is this allegation?
Yeah, it was from my assistant chief.
Or is the one who told you?
He's the one who told me.
That it is, he also probably got that information from whoever called you.
Exactly.
So it is hearsay generally.
Yeah, I can say so.
Are you Kikuyu by ethnicity?
Yes.
What is your understanding of the term Mungiki?
That one I don't know.
You do not know what Mungiki means?
I don't.
Are you being honest?
Very much honest.
Are you being truthful?
Very truthful.
Are you Christian?
Very much Christian.
You know you swore by the Bible?
Yes.
What is a sect? Because that's a word you have used here.
A sect.
Yeah, you have said it is alleged that he belongs to Mungiki sect. So what is a sect?
That one I can't tell. I don't know.
Why did you use the word here? You can't say that. You can't run away from your statement, Mr. Chief.
I am not running away, sir.
You are. If you are saying you don't know what Mungiki means, you don't know what sect means, why did you use it? Why did you say it belongs to Mungiki sect?
Because this information was given to me.
If I ask you to say in Kikuyu or to define in Kikuyu what a multitude of people means, how would you call it in Kikuyu? Yeah. I know it's many people, but don't you agree that Mungiki is actually the typical Kikuyu definition of many people?
Come again, please.
Don't you agree that Mungiki is the typical Kikuyu word meaning many people? Would you disagree?
I would disagree.
Why?
Because I don't know it that way. Many people, I know it near to it.
As a chief or as yourself?
As myself.
Have you ever heard of the existence of something called Mungiki sect? Before this date when your assistant chief calls you?
No.
You don't know of Mungiki sect?
No, I don't.
So, when your assistant chief spoke to you and told you this are what I've been told, were you two conversing in English, Kiswahili, or Kikuyu?
We were conversing in Kikuyu.
Yes.
Because it was on 26th before we recorded the statement.
Thank you. So how did you now translate the Kikuyu conversation of Mungiki sect? Now, whatever sect is in Kikuyu, I don't know. I'm not Kikuyu myself.
Yes.
But how did you now translate yourself? As you were recording this statement, you said Mungiki sect.
He is the one who said it is alleged.
No. That's why I asked you whether you were conversing in some language and you have confirmed you were speaking in Kikuyu language.
Yes.
So, but your statement is written in English.
Yes, it is in English.
Now you have used the word sect.
Yes. Those were the exact words.
Is sect Kikuyu?
No. Those were the exact words that the assistant chiefs told you.
I'm asking you,
Yes.
is sect, the word sect, is it a Kikuyu
No,
word?
it's not.
You said you also received a call from the DCI headquarters
Yes.
by some gentleman, or let's call him a man, I don't know what is gentle, called Arthur Onyango.
Yes.
And you said the first time he called you, when you asked him a question, he disconnected.
Yeah, he didn't tell me the reason.
No, he disconnected the conversation, the call.
Yeah, he finished at that.
You know that it's finishing as he being satisfied that he had concluded the conversation. But there is also that you do when you are not happy or you say you have passed the message, you disconnect. So you say he disconnected before he answered your question.
He just disconnected the phone.
I want you to say yes or no.
Oh,
He
yes.
disconnected before he answered your question.
Yes.
Did you have ever confirmed that in truth this Arthur Onyango was calling from the DCI headquarters?
had no one in order to confirm.
Is he the one who assisted you to record this statement?
No, somebody else came. Who were the gentlemen?
Who is that?
From the statement here, there was Bukuku Arara and the one Kuku Wainaina.
Sorry?
Bukuku Arara and one Kuku Wainaina. They are the one who took us through these statements.
Bukuku. Okay.
Yes.
Bukuku.
Yes?
You said Bukuku?
Bukuku Arara.
Bukuku Arara.
Bukuku Arara.
Bukuku.
Yes.
Bukuku Arara and Wainaina.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing those names in your statement though. Who is the one who's countersigned your statement?
Your Honor, allow me to...
Excuse me.
Yes, okay.
Who is the one who countersigned your statement? Because I can see
Bukuku Arara.
is the one who's countersigned this your signature to the right,
Yes, it's mine.
and the one on the left side here.
I have two.
Here, on the left side of the first page,
Yes.
there is a signature above,
Okay, yeah, it's that one.
and this is yours.
This is mine.
It is also this is yours.
Exactly.
When they were assisting you to record these statements, did they explain to you why they were doing so? Why they sought to get your statement?
They just told me it is in connection with the Kuria Kali.
Oh, okay, maybe I should have rephrased the question. How did they identify themselves to you? Because they, or are they people you are you are familiar with?
No, I assumed them the first time.
Okay, how did they identify themselves to you?
They told us, or they told me for that matter, because it's me now. He told me, you have received the call. I told him yes. Then we are those people who want to come.
Did they produce an ID so that you could say this is indeed the officer from DCI who has come, and I can see the identification matches his claim?
No, they didn't. They just said we are these officers. We have come from the state.
So suppose any of these the members of the audience came to you and said, I am from DCI, I want to record a statement, you would do so?
Not that easily.
But that's what you are saying, you did it so easily, much more easily.
You see, I connected the call.
Remember that you are doing this on an unworking day, it's an unofficial day, on a Saturday. If you were seventh day, you would have been in charge.
Exactly.
So this is unusual. You ought to demand to know.
I also found it unusual.
If you found it unusual, that's why you should have demanded for their formal identification.
You see now, I acted by the call that I received from Nairobi and also the call that my assistant chief had received the previous day.
So if I call you today with some number and tell you so and so from this bureau send so much money to this number, you would send.
I can't send.
But how can you act so casually and you say because you trusted the voice of the phone and you trust that these fellows are officers of government? Were they in uniform?
No, they were civilians.
Anyway, I find that completely unusual. Let me finally ask the final question before I hand you over to my colleague. You have mentioned that Mr. Kariko tended 3 nurseries. You did not say that. You didn't describe him to these people that this is a law-abiding citizen who does his own work, who does his farming and makes his little money by selling these seedlings. Why are you saying it now, today, and you didn't record it in the statement?
It is recorded. I've not recorded about seedlings.
No. I've read your statement more than 3-4 times, actually.
That's how I know him.
Sorry?
That's just how I know him. He has a trainer.
No. What I'm leading to sound to me to be a person who is not being candid, who is not being honest, and who has an attitude against Mr. Kariko. Because you are lying, obviously, that you do not know about, you've never heard about Mungiki, that you don't know that Mungiki means many people, that you don't know the meaning of sect, and you have that in your statement, that you have introduced his business now in court, having prejudiced the mind of those fellows, whoever it is, that came to you, to have a prejudiced view against my client.
No, they did not ask me about his means of earning a living. They didn't.
Why? Who asked you about it in court?
No, the prosecutor asked me how.
The prosecutor asked you to explain about what you know, what you know about the case, not what you know about him.
He asked me whether I know Kariko. I was listening.
So the only 2 things you know about Kariko is that he lives in a rental house, that he walks alone, that he walks with a walking stick, and that he has a tree nursery. Those are the only 4 things you know about him, correct?
And he's from my residence.
No. That is the reason you probably know these 4 things. So I'm not asking for the course of knowledge. I'm asking about the things you know. Those 4 things only.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
My colleague will ask you any other questions, but I consider you very dishonest.
That is according to opinion.